Good morning.
Good morning, Maria. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm well.
All
Doing
right,
well.
perfect. Perfect.
Yes.
All right, good, good. So, welcome everyone to Coaching Conversations with Lourdes and Maria. Um, Today we're gonna dive deep into something we all deal with, but rarely handle gracefully, and that's change.
Yes. Right. If, change feels uncomfortable, overwhelming, or even terrifying, join the party. You're human, right?
Right.
But here's the thing, it's not just normal, it's essential. As Marcus Aurelius says, everything changes and the universe loves creating something new out of what's old. But what does that mean for your everyday life? Let's unpack it.
Yeah, no, change is difficult. It's difficult for all of us. And you know, let's just cut to the real chase. It isn't optional. We're all going to have changes. You're going to have a job change, you're going to have relationship changes. Things evolve and shift, and we have to learn how to pivot. And the good news is that even our brains constantly rewire themselves. And Dr. Huberman, a neuroscientist from, I think it's Stanford, he really puts it plainly. Our brains are plastic. It's neuroplasticity. We have the power to shape them throughout our lives. So change isn't just an external thing happening, it's wired into your brain.
Yes. And so, ask yourself this: if change is inevitable, why spend so much time and energy fighting it? If you're resisting, you're just exhausting yourself. So let go, stop white knuckling change. Think of change not as something happening to you, but as something happening for you.
Yeah, no, and I mean, obviously, I'm older. I've been through a lot of change. You've been through a lot of change. The audience, you've been through a lot of change. But we have to learn how to pivot. So I want to give you three references. First of all, back to Dr. Huberman. Neuroplasticity means your brain loves change. It literally grows through it. And also, well, this is actually Dr. Deutsch. I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. He's the author of The Brain That Changes Itself Radically. It radically improves your cognitive function, um, and this can happen at any age. And Dr. Susan David, and she's a psychologist, she wrote a book called Emotional Agility, and she says flexibility with your thoughts and feelings helps you respond optimally to life's situations. And the lesson: flexibility makes you strong, not weak. And my final reference, who I think this lady's so exceptional, is Dr. Edith Eger. And she's a Holocaust survivor. And she says it beautifully. Uh, we can't alter the past or control the future, but we can choose how we live now. And, you know, hear that clearly. Your greatest strength is not control, it's actually adaptation.
Yeah, I mean, and that's phenomenal. I mean, if we can be flexible and adaptive in the face of change,
Mm-hmm.
things will just progress more smoothly. It's when we're resisting it and dragging our heels that we actually kick up dust and just make it harder for ourselves. So,
Right. I mean,
We've been there. We've been there, we've done that.
It's true. It's true. The more you resist it, the tougher it gets. And we have to constantly remind ourselves, I think we both do it. It's time to pivot. There's no choice. Just pivot. Just pivot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and sure, it's uncomfortable, but it is the way. And just tolerating change isn't enough. We're challenging you to thrive through it. So start by shifting your mindset. Every moment is a seed for the next. Everything existing right now is creating what comes next. And so if you plant seeds of resistance, fear, frustration, that's what's going to grow. More of the same. But if you plant seeds of curiosity, acceptance, and openness, your entire experience transforms. And this isn't just philosophy, it's how your brain works biologically. So embracing change literally creates pathways that help you flourish.
All right. Let's start with some daily practices that will help you to start getting into that pivot and give you some agility, emotional agility. So the first thing is awareness check-ins. And this is really foundational, because the stronger and more often you do this awareness check-in, everything else becomes a little bit easier. So pause and ask yourself, am I resisting or adapting? And then mindful moments. Spend 2 minutes breathing deeply when you feel overwhelmed. If you feel overwhelmed, that's your body. That's your system telling you need a break. You need to take some deep breaths, step away, and take those breaths. Take some steps. Anything but take a break. And then small adaptations. Choose one small thing to approach differently today. Start flexing that adaptability muscle.
Absolutely. And then, reflective journaling. Each night, ask yourself, what did change teach me today? And then intentional curiosity. Curiosity is your friend. So meet new experiences with one intentional question. What's the opportunity here? And these, aren't huge steps, but they are powerful. And consistency turns these small practices into life-changing habits.
All right. The biggest transformation comes from embracing the change. Embracing change is that you become resilient, empowered, and profoundly free. You're no longer at that mercy of circumstances. You're dancing with life itself. And the surprising insight that you gain is your fear of change often holds far more discomfort than change itself. So the moment you start leaning into it, that burden just, it just lifts.
Yeah, I love that image of, dancing with it itself. So, what does everyone want? What's the end result everyone deeply wants? It's peace, deep, unwavering peace that doesn't come from things staying the same, but from knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way. So, as we close, keep this quote with you. Life is change. Growth is optional. Choose wisely. You've got this. And remember, we're here walking beside you.
Yes. So if today's conversation sparked something in you, comment below what's one change you've been resisting and how will you approach it differently. And as always, thank you for spending your time with us. We see you. We appreciate you. and we'll talk soon.